Hello, hello, hello. Hey. Are you ready, kids? Hey guys, today it's I'm not always feeling under the weather, but today will be a video that I wanted to do cause like I eventually thought that no one would be interested, but then a few people messaged me, then YouTube comments, then Discord 2 messages, and I figured hell, like what is getting like a lot of views on Ultimate's queue. Then I thought like, hey, I just do a video about it. So as you know, a few weeks ago I invaded K133. It was fun. I was bored and I was high on tramadol cause I have a slip disc, so I need some pain pills. When I take pain pills, I get a bit drowsy. So then I decided, I was like clicking, I got so bored. Then I was like, okay, I'll hang on a bit. Let me go 133. At 133, the moment I landed and I got blockaded, the guy was online when I was online. Turns out he is Korean. So always make sure to check whether the guy who is stronger than you is offline or online. But hey, I don't really like putting spy work when I go invade, and it was only me. I didn't ask Run to go with me. I was like, I was bored, so I said that, hey, like if you guys don't mind, just watch me go. Then I did my thing, and it's just quite fun though. It was like, cause everyone was locked into their respective kingdoms for CCS and stuff. Then like we had UC, so no one could really invade. Then after a while, we just said, hey, like I just got really bored and high on tramadol. Then I went to K133, soloed a few castles, killed like a few million, gained like 10 million merit, and within 3 minutes of me landing, this guy blockaded me and started rallying me. I took 4 rallies, like won 3, then I lost the last one. Then a lot of people were wondering how did I do so well when like I didn't like, it wasn't like, this wasn't like that abnormal to me though, cause like I know what I was doing though. Like then I realized that a lot of people actually found it impressive, but then I thought about it, like I didn't want to do a video about it cause like I was invading and it's kind of like rude. If you notice on my channel, I never actually post like invasion or like drama stuff. It's mainly guides. So really pensive to do it. Then Ultimate Q said, hey, can I film? I said, hey brother, go ahead. Then he filmed, he released a video, like got 1k view. How the hell did he get 1k view? Even I never got 1k view. Then after a while I realized that the people start messaging me, and now we're here. So I hope this PvP lesson goes well, and I'm gonna explain how I tank 4 rallies, like, and like what to do though, cause like to me this is like normal, cause like I've been PvPing a while. Like I was in MHL, then like then Run now, like PvP is like second nature. You fight all the time, so like I know about formations. I paid a lot of money to learn. I suffered a lot of defeats. I read reports. So but now, hey, since a lot of people ask, and sure, I'm gonna give you guys a short preview lesson. Okay, so I thought about how to do this. So the first thing I want to know, Notepad 2020. Okay, let me see. So first lesson. Cav counters inf 200% or whatever spear, Cav, and inf counter spears. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with this. Everyone knows this is part of the game. So basically it says that when this troop type attacks, the counter troop type takes more or less damage. You basically know. So this concept is really important. A lot of people play this game fucking brain dead. It's really stupid how they play this game. They like go like ham on infantry and like thinking that they're gonna like win everything. So every idiot in some big alliance had tanks in infantry or spear front. Like it's really retarded. Like always play 3 formations because of this. Countering is important. And the myth of Cav like taking like can't tank well is pure BS. Don't listen to those people. Those people never update themselves. They need to learn more. Like they're unadaptable. Like they're the old uncles still clinging onto their radio when there's the internet happening. Okay, so this is the first lesson that you need to know. Countering. So keep this in mind. I know when my troops counter, I deal more damage, and when when they counter my troops, when my troops counter theirs, I also take less damage. So this is the number 1 key concept in mind. Then people wondering why you need to do so well as a rally tank, because you need to identify your stats. So within 100 to, if the guy that was rallying me was 300 stats above, more than 300, easily, like average troop stats, easily 400. So when you see this, you are playing from a defensive position. My army size and their rally size is similar, so within range. So what does this mean? I am the defender. My objective is to save troops. Save troops and not kill his troops. So me troops not dying is bigger than his troops dying. This is the objective. A lot of people just go like stupid idiot, put total attack everything, and they wonder why they don't do well in the game. So you must understand the countering. This one everyone know, and you must understand your position. He's stronger than me. My army size and his rally size is similar, so it's actually not that much of a difference. I am the defender. So using this 3 points, you determine what do you want to do when you tank a rally. Okay, so here is the TLDR, and like here's the lesson, and I'm gonna explain the fundamentals. So let's see if I can find the report. Where's Ultimate Q? Ultimate Q, where's this guy? Hey, where's Ultimate Q? Shit. Give me a minute. Sorry guys. Ultimate Q. Oh, hey. Where's Ultimate Q though? Okay, so here you go. So solo a bunch of them. Let's break into the key butter. So first, when I said his bonus, let's see. Yep, 600 he's definitely similar to mine, but he's having higher total. So when a person has higher total, they have more leeway on formations. So let's see. My T4 count is not that much, so okay, what want to see? Okay, so assuming that this is the first rally I took, right? Look at this. So he was sending this formation to me. So 2 million infantry, 7k cavalry, and 1.6 million spear. Okay, for the T4, you just look at T4. Don't let the T2 numbers distract you. When I look at the report, right, I always focus on the T4. So if I see that I do not know his formation. So if you see this, right, when he has 2 million infantry, 700k cav, and 1.6 royal spear, and I saw it coming. So this information, the composition is known. The infantry spear formation is known. So what can you do to hedge your bet? So infantry is the 2 million, and it's about 50% of his composition, or 45% of his composition, and this is about 10%, and this is about 40%. So when you're getting rallied, right, you can't exactly take a calculator, so always use like a rough estimate. So if I put spear front, I'm gonna get dicked on by his royal infantry, regardless of whether it's in the front or the first line or second line. So when I look at this composition, his two highest percentage, equivalent about 90% of the army, is gonna be infantry and spear. So regardless, when you're 90% of the army, you want to be defending with infantry, because infantry goes even with infantry, but and takes less damage from spear. If I put cavalry, even though the royal infantry 2 million is like reduced, but this royal spear 1.6 is x3 or what x2. So you look at the odds and composition 90% wise, you put like my infantry will go even with his 90% of his composition, so that I won't get x3, and even 1.6 will be divided by 3. So when you look at this, you can safely put infantry in the front, because the cavalry is only 7.6. Looking at the whole composition, is about 10%. You give 10% of an army x3, you right, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so this is how you decide what front to tank. You look at the composition and you deduce what front is going to go even to reduce the most damage. Secondly, when you put royal infantry in the front, right, and they're naturally going to counter the spear. So if they put spear front, your front is already countering that spear front. Are you following me? So it makes no sense for me to put a second spear backline, because like my front is already countering. If they are spear front, then it's like I win already. So the next best case scenario is royal infantry is the worst case scenario is royal infantry is their front. So when royal infantry is their front, I want my second line, which I put cavalry, to counter that. So keep in mind, I don't know this formation, I just know the composition. So the first thing I do is check like what is their composition and what front line or that I can put that goes even with them. So if I give 10% of your army countering my front line, I'm okay with that. So since my infantry is my front line, and I look at the composition, your infantry is the highest amount of number, I'm going to assume it's going to be your front line or your second back line. If I put royal cav, it's going to be my second line is going to march faster to kill your infantry. And the spear can be the back line. So this is how I deduce formation though. So then the second rally hits. Second rally, he's rally again. Okay. Second rally. Same concept. If you see this coming, why would you can put your spear front, because his royal infantry is only so little. So if your spear front, 95% of his whole army will not counter your front line. Your front line will not get 3x. So when I ignore the elite and the light though. So always focus on the royal and the composition. So I didn't know the Caspian, but when I see 3 million cavalry and 1 million spear. So if I put a spear front line, the 3 million cav will do 3x less damage to it, while the royal spear will do 1 damage to it. The spear front line getting fucked up by 5k infantry is not big of a deal. So looking at this, I put spear. Then the reason why I put cavalry at the second, because this when I was tanking the first hit, I already lost my infantry. So if my infantry wasn't like only 800k, right, it will be spear infantry. But like you have to keep in mind of your own composition, many things in play happening. So my lowest troop number line, I put it at the back. My cavalry line, I put it in front. Remember, your objective is to get your troops less kill as possible. So you always want your front line to take the least damage from their army. Okay, so if you can see ideally I would want my infantry to be the second line, but since my infantry is only 800k while my cavalry is 2 million, I thought it would be better to put your cav, but the correct answer would be royal infantry as a spear inf, because if they are coming with a cavalry front, your spear is already going to be tanking them, and their second highest composition will be spear. It's really going to be tanking efficiently. So you can either gamble that they send the cav in front, so you can put a cavalry at the second line, or you can put cavalry at the third line. But since my cavalry has 2 million and they send cavalry spear, it's simple. Like this is like how you do it though. I hope you guys get the logic though. If you see the pattern, let me know. Okay, the third rally, same concept. Looking at this, very close. Now this guy is smarter. He starts to send infantry because I think he knows that I'm reading his formation. So if you look at this, right, 1.5, if you see 1.5 cavalry, do you want to put infantry front? No. You either put your cav front or you put your spear front to tank the cavalry, because the cavalry is the highest number of composition. So I chose spear cavalry because like he was imp spear, so the spear tanked the highest number, but it getting 3x. But my second line cavalry is hitting the 1 million infantry, and his 1 million infantry is getting 3x because he's in the front line. So you roughly get what I'm trying to do though. So this is like my train of thought when I see a army composition. First tip, ignore T3. Second tip, look at the composition of T4 and match your front line to mitigate as much damage as you can. So if you look at this, right, Royal Infantry, Royal 1.5 and Infantry is 1.1 and Spear is 900k. Ideally, you can put cavalry in the front and you would be okay. Like the Cav, because the Cav can tank. Cav Spear is okay here, but Spear Cav is also okay. Like, because your objective is to have the least amount of troop die, so you put your front line, the one that getting the composition percentage that is dealing less damage to it. Okay, so this one I lost. This one, funny story. For the first 3 rally, they did not use rally speed up, so I thought they didn't have. Then I potted far away. I thought I could look at their formation and look at the same trick, look at their composition and do the same trick that I was doing. And then they use rally speed up for the 3rd rally, and I got dicked on. But I didn't see it. I should have emptied out though. When my troops are at like 4.7 mil, I should have emptied out. So this is the mistake that I did. So I hope you guys like take something away from this and you get the logic of where I'm coming from though. So if you like the video, you can ask me. It's actually really hard to explain and there's many things to consider, but I hope you get, from what I'm speaking, you get the train of thought. And with the train of thought, you get how the PvP mechanics work, and when you get the PvP mechanics work, you know what to do. Okay, so this has been a 16-minute video of me ranting. I hope you guys take away like it though. So I see you guys next time, and any questions, please feel free to comment, and thank you guys.